welcome to a great day here on the Jet Set. We've got lots planned today. Coming up, I'm talking with Caitlin Kelly about how she's helping to bring solar-powered computer labs and digital skills training to public co-ed schools in Tanzania.
And Jeannenne Tornatore is back to share insights to make the most of your trips in the year ahead.
But first, we're talking travel news on Here's This. All this and more is about to take off right here on the Jet Set.
Welcome aboard. Bobby Laurie and Nikki Noya have your ticket to travel, food, fitness, and everything you need for an on-the-go lifestyle. Grab your boarding pass. It's time to Jet Set.
All right, lace up your boots because we're trekking through travel news on Here's This. Several countries are now blocking American travelers in direct response to the United States' own expanded travel ban in West Africa, Mali, and
Burkina Faso.
Have you been?
I know things.
Wow, okay. Burkina Faso have all suspended entry for U.S. citizens after being added to the Trump administration's list of fully restricted countries. Now, Mali's Ministry of Foreign Affairs announced that their move on social media, saying the ban is being imposed in accordance with the principle of reciprocity. Now, the suspension does include limited exceptions for diplomats, athletes, and U.S. citizens who are permanent residents of Mali, and officials say that the policy will be reviewed. Okay, there's a lot going on out there right now.
There's so much going on right now.
A lot.
And we've just been around the world.
Yeah, we have. And you know what's interesting too is we have World Cup coming to the United States, or I will say North America this year. And so many people are trying to figure out what to do.
And it changes by the hour.
Exactly, it changes daily. I mean, I'm not surprised that these countries, including a lot of Caribbean nations, Antigua, Barbuda, Dominica, all now also face restrictions coming here, but at the same time want the US tourists to go there.
Yes.
So it's a sticky situation.
And also, when it really boils down to, this just hurts the person who has the small business and is running the shop and is having the, just trying to support the family. Everything has a ripple effect and is trickling down.
All right, private charter carrier JSX is expanding its footprint in Southern California with new routes and more frequent service out of Santa Monica. Now, on January 22nd, JSX launched daily nonstop flights between Santa Monica Airport and Scottsdale Airport, and on the same day, they doubled their service between Santa Monica and Las Vegas, adding a third daily flight beginning in February. Now, JSX CEO Alex Wilcox says the expansion is driven by demand for faster, more seamless regional travel, offering passengers nonstop access to popular leisure destinations without the hassle of large commercial airports.
I am so ready.
You haven't been on JSX yet, right?
No, I haven't. Can I bring my doggy?
Yes, you can.
See, this is like perfect all around.
Yeah, it's a great experience. You go out of the smaller airports. There is a security checkpoint there, but nothing like going through the commercial airports. You check in, you walk right in, you sit in the lounge, you board your flight in the hangar. They push the plane out of the hangar. It's like flying private. And then when you land in the same configuration. You walk right outside of a right outside of a storefront, and you get picked up by your car or Uber.
This is what I'm in the mood for right this minute.
I know. We'll be right back with more of the Jet Set in a second.
Go on, Luna, let's go.
Today's Destination Spotlight, get ready to discover the newest jewel in the Caribbean, Sandals St. Vincent. Tucked away on the untouched southern tip of the island, this all-new resort is a true escape for travelers craving something off the beaten path.
With lush rainforest backdrops, sparkling turquoise waters, and the signature Sandals luxury experience, St. Vincent offers a more secluded, more serene kind of getaway. From overwater villas to island-to-table dining and adventure-filled excursions, this is where laid-back elegance meets Caribbean authenticity. Come join us as we explore Sandals' latest paradise.
We're giving you an inside look into one of the Caribbean's most talked about new resorts, Sandals St. Vincent.
That's right. This resort takes luxury to a new level with features unlike any other Sandals property, like overwater villas, and the dining is unlike any other inspired by the islands.
To find out more about what makes this resort so unique, we spoke with the general manager, Tamon Allen, and here's what he had to say.
What can I tell you about this resort? Simply put, this resort is the gem of the Caribbean. This is Sandals 2.0. This is the creme de la creme, the newest of them all. This is the place to be. Our over-the-water villas, our two-story over-the-water villas, the first of its kind in the history of this company. Those rooms are just amazing. Simply put, if you want to enjoy the fresh air and lounge on your day bed, soak in your soaking tub on the upper floor, just look out on the bay, enjoy the sunset, this is the place to be in.
After you, my darling.
Thank you.
Wow! This is so nice!
Waking up at Sandals St. Vincent sets the tone fast. Room service breakfast delivered right to your door. While Bobby rides, I'm doing something hands-on, a jewelry making class. You pick your pieces, build your design, and before you know it, you've made something you can actually take with you.
Hi, it's Nikki. Okay, let's do a bottle of champagne. I need a fruit plate, probably a cheese plate for you. Yes, okay, And can you also book my massage for 4 o'clock? Oh, thank you so much. Okay, have a great day. Bye.
It sounds like you just ordered for an army, though.
Well, that was just for me.
Yeah, I figured as much. You know, one of the perks of booking a suite at Sandals is 24/7 butler service. We spoke with Danica Cox, and here's what she had to say about what you can expect.
What we do, we tap into the feel-good psyche of our guests. So once you come to the resort, we go through your weekly planner and we have an understanding of what you want versus what we have for you. And we do anticipatory of your needs. So that's the biggest thing, because you would have already paid. It's an all-inclusive resort. So you already paid for everything is here. But what we do, we give you that added special touch and that added special attention that you don't know that you actually needed.
From the stunning suites to the personalized service, Sandals St. Vincent proves it's not just a new resort, it's a new level of luxury.
Whether you're celebrating a honeymoon, anniversary, or just a romantic escape, this resort offers something special for everyone.
For more information about this resort and other Sandals locations, visit thejetset.com/sandals.
We've got to take a quick break, but we've got lots more of the Jet Set coming up in just 60 seconds.
I'm ready to go back to Sandals.
I'd like to go back to Sandals right this minute. Welcome back to the Jet Set. Today we're spotlighting an organization that's truly changing lives through education and access. Powering Potential is a nonprofit dedicated to bringing solar-paneled computer labs and digital skills training to public co-ed schools in Tanzania, areas where access to electricity and technology is often limited. Founded in 2006 by Jeannenne Tornatore, Powering Potential focuses on improving education and future employability for young people by combining solar power, computer labs, digitized learning material, and hands-on digital skills training, helping students connect to a wider world of opportunity. We're so happy to be joined by Caitlin Kelly, who's here to tell us more about the incredible work Powering Potential is doing. Caitlin, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
When we spoke earlier, you shared a story about a child who didn't know that humans had landed on the moon, and it was such a powerful reminder of why access to education matters. How did that moment shape your understanding of the impact Powering Potential can have?
Well, it speaks to the joy of discovery and of the difference that education can make on someone's life when they have access to information, and it opens up your imagination.
How did you personally get involved with Powering Potential?
Well, I spent a lot of my career in Tanzania on various social good projects, especially those that are driven by local people, which I think is really essential for having effective projects. There's a lot of well-intentioned projects in the world that end up having negative, unintended consequences because people don't really realize what the local community needs. And so having a project that's led by locals is one of the best ways to make sure that doesn't happen. So through that work, I had met our founder, Jeannenne Tornatore, and then when she was ready to retire a few years ago, they reached out to me. And I had always been really impressed by the humility with which she approached her work and the understanding that Tanzanians know best what they need, and that it's not for her to dictate what she thinks they need. It's for her to help just make it happen, to bring them what they have asked for. So I've been really proud to carry on her legacy and help Powering Potential grow. So hopefully we can help a lot more people.
Hey, Caitlin, can you share one or two stories that really capture the impact this organization is making on students and communities? Like when you and I first met, I cried when I learned about the child who didn't know about the man on the moon. So can you share some stories with us?
Yeah. I personally am often really inspired by the students I meet who want to be doctors and engineers, especially the girls. These students come from very remote rural places, and most of them don't have parents who went to college. A lot of their parents don't have more than a 10th grade education, and so to reach for those big dreams can be really hard for those students. And I've met ones that, like, there was a girl named Hosiana who told us that she wants to be a doctor, and she said, "I'm determined to banish the notion that girls cannot succeed in science subjects." And she's telling us that the materials that we provided in the computer labs are helping her achieve what she wants to achieve. And I also feel really inspired by the fact that whether the students we work with pursue white-collar careers or blue-collar careers, we see a positive impact. So a student we worked with recently, for example, he got a job at a paint store, and he got that job because the paint store uses a computer to mix the paint, and he knew how to use a computer. We really see that positive difference kind of across the board.
These stories.
I have more stories I could share. The teachers have some great stories for us. I could go on, I think.
It's just incredible. But Caitlin, looking ahead, what's next for Powering Potential, and what goals are you most excited for about the future?
Yeah, so this year we're really excited that we're going to be bringing solar-powered computer labs to 12 schools, which is going to help 3,500 students.
Wow.
And then, yeah, we're really excited about that. And then after that, we're going to start returning to schools that we've worked with in the past to upgrade their equipment and their training, and really have a long-term investment in the communities where we work, while also providing a resource that helps people help themselves. And actually, this year is our 20th anniversary, so we're really excited to have reached that milestone. And it's interesting to look at the fact that digital skills, digital literacy is even more important than it was in 2006. It's even more vital now for success in the global economy. And so we are just trying to bring this program to as many students as we can.
Well, I think that this is a great start. For viewers who want to learn more or get involved, where can they go for more information, Caitlin?
The best place is our website, which is poweringpotential.org. And then, of course, we're also on social media. So there's a lot of information there, as well as contact information if anybody wants to reach out.
Well, excellent, Caitlin. Thank you so much for joining us, and continue to keep up the good work. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me and giving us the opportunity to share our story.
As New Year's resolutions kick into high gear, many of us are already feeling that post-holiday hangover and wondering how to get organized without getting overwhelmed. Lifestyle expert Chassie Post is here to help with the smartest trends and must-have solutions for a more streamlined 2026. Hi, Chassie.
Hi, thanks so much for having me on the Jet Set. As always, I'm working with a few awesome brands to share some top picks for 2026. For your finances, try Quick and Simplify. It's the most comprehensive app for managing your financial essentials, from tracking daily spending to subscriptions to retirement planning. Its forward-looking features like the spending plan show exactly what you have left to spend or save in real time. Plus, projected cash flow forecasts upcoming balances so you can plan with confidence. And right now, you can get it for under $3 a month. Now, scent can instantly change how your home feels. Cleaner, calmer, more comfortable. Zep Freshen delivers their trusted pro-level performance with powerful odor elimination and your choice of fragrance-free or long-lasting scents to refresh every room. Now, Zep's line of 12 odor eliminating products includes multi-purpose cleaners and long-lasting air fresheners, and all are available exclusively at Lowe's. Now, next, we all know self-care is so important, so you have to try the Downy Cozy Collection Scent Booster Beads. Now, this limited edition lineup features rich cafe-inspired aromas like cherry jubilee, chai latte, and pistachio cream. Plus, they're safe for all fabrics and washing machines. You just pour the beads in before your laundry to transform your home into a cozy retreat. It's the perfect way to bring an elevated, enduring fragrance to your home. And you can find them on Amazon and at retailers nationwide. Lately, I've noticed a major trend. More families are ditching the big labels for store brands. With National Store Brand Month wrapping up, it's the perfect time to make the switch. Options from store brands use the same FDA-approved active ingredients as name brands. They just cost less. So you can find these trusted, affordable solutions at retailers like Walgreens. So it's the same quality relief for flu, pain, or allergies. Just a smarter way to stay healthy in 2026. For more information on what I talked about today, just go to inthenews.tv.
Thanks, Chassie. As we kick off 2026, many of us are already dreaming about where the new year will take us. From major global events to shifting traveler priorities, this year is shaping up to be a big one for getaways. Travel expert Jeannenne Tornatore is here with the trends and insights you need to plan smarter and make the most of your trips in the new year ahead. Jeannenne, great to have you here. Cruising is seeing some of the highest demand we've ever had. What's driving the surge in popularity?
Great to be here. Yes, from multi-generational trips to interest in experiences, cruising continues to grow in 2026. In fact, according to AAA, they forecast 21.7 million Americans will cruise this year. That's up by 1 million travelers compared to 2025. Now, the big news for cruises in 2026 continues to be the expansion of these private island destinations by cruise lines. Just last month, Carnival Cruise Line welcomed its millionth guest to its newest private island destination, Celebration Key, just 6 months after its opening. Now, in summer 2026, we're going to see enhancements completed for guests to enjoy at Relaxaway Half Moon Cay, including a new pier that will allow Carnival's biggest ships to dock there. Also coming in 2026, Mahogany Bay, which is Carnival's destination in Roatan, Honduras. This will be renamed Isla Tropical and expanded to include a new pool, new swim-up bar, and cabanas. So lots of new experiences and amenities coming for cruisers. Now is the time to book if you're thinking about cruising in 2026. We are right in the middle of wave season. This is the industry's major sales period, which runs January through March, when cruise lines put out some of their biggest sales, promotions, added perks, and special deals of the entire year.
All right, from street food to Michelin stars, food seems to be shaping people's travel plans more than ever. What's driving this culinary travel trend?
Food tourism continues to grow. 70% of surveyed travelers say they are interested in culinary touring. 55% say they're likely to book a culinary tour within the next 1 to 2 years. Travelers are looking for those authentic local food experiences. I'm talking street food in markets, those small family-run establishments, but they're still looking to balance this with those immersive sightseeing experiences. In the last 2 years, EF Go Ahead Tours has seen food-related tourism within its business increase by nearly 20%. And demand is strong across demographics, from solo travelers, older audiences, and even growing among Gen X travelers as well. Now, the good news for travelers in 2026 is that EF Go Ahead Tours just announced its new food tours collection. This brings more than 20 food tours to its portfolio across Europe, Latin America, and Asia. I'm talking trips to places like Italy, including Sicily, Croatia, Japan, Slovenia, Spain, Thailand, and Vietnam. Some fantastic destinations if you're a foodie.
And finally, from headline tours to global sporting events, travelers are building trips around these moments more than ever. What do we need to know about that heading into 2026?
Major global events, from, of course, big sporting events to music concerts, have become travel magnets. Roughly 65% of the top travel searches so far this year align with these types of major global events. Events like the Winter Olympics, the FIFA World Cup, these are really shaping traveler behavior and spurring local economic activity because they're bringing in so many travelers. Now, if you want to head to some of these major events this year, a few things to keep in mind as you strategize. Number one, book early. Secure your flights and your hotels as early as possible. Number 2, consider those nearby secondary cities for more availability, not just for your flights, but particularly for your local accommodations. And finally, make sure you're building in those buffer days so that you can truly experience these destinations, especially as there's going to be a lot of travelers and a lot of congestion in these areas.
Where can travelers go for more information?
For more travel ideas and inspiration, please follow me on Instagram at The Outside Insider.
As always, thanks for being here, Jeannine.
Whether you're heading out on a weekend getaway or planning your next big adventure, the right gear can make all the difference. So today we're taking a look at a few new travel products that are smart, stylish, and designed to make getting there a whole lot easier.
First up is the Rolling Flex 360 collapsible carry-on. This hard shell carry-on collapses flat when you're not using it, perfect for travelers short on storage space. So if you're going on a longer vacation and you want to go buy souvenirs when you're on the road,
I was just going to say, this is excellent for all the shopping I do. Next we have the Lark Purvis 2 self-cleaning water bottle. This self-cleaning bottle uses UVC light to eliminate bacteria and keep water fresh.
And how about the Anchor Prime 27,650 mAh power bank for travelers juggling phones, cameras, tablets, and earbuds? This is not Nikki. This high-capacity power bank can charge multiple devices at once. It's powerful enough for long travel days and compact enough to toss in that rolling carry-on that we just talked about.
That's a lot of numbers. Finally, we have the Ostrich Pillow Go Neck Pillow. It offers real support whether you're flying, riding trains, or even working on the go. I would like that right this minute, actually.
It looks comfortable.
Well, we've got to take a final break, but we'll be right back with more of the Jet Set. Don't go anywhere. It's time again for your daily dose of travel inspiration on the go, where today, Bobby Robert, we're sending you to experience the Greek Glow itinerary on Virgin Voyages. This adults-only sailing kicks off in Athens, setting the tone with ancient history before heading straight into the Mediterranean glamour. From there, you'll cruise to postcard-perfect stops like Dubrovnik, Kotor. See?
See, we help each other
we
here.
help each other in life and
We learn
beyond.
every day.
Corfu and Mykonos, blending culture, coastline, and just the right amount of nightlife. Is there ever a right amount of nightlife? No.
There's not enough for you.
What sets Virgin Voyages apart is the experience on board. There are no buffets, no formal dining times, and no kids. And because this is Virgin, the details are dialed in. Your voyage includes Wi-Fi, group fitness classes, gratuities, and special dining, so you can focus on exploring. To book your stay, head to thejetset.com/virgin and get up to $100 sailor loot to spend on board. I love that there's actually something called sailor loot.
Yeah, and you spent a lot of it the last time we were on board.
Sure did.
Thank you for watching,
Thanks for watching, everybody. And thanks for helping.
Yeah, thank you. We got through that one together, didn't we?